小羊
Sao
Thank you. Thanks for coming. Yay! If you're around us very long, you'll become you'll become less shy.
你来多一点啊，惯了。
Because we're just naturally more outgoing, you know.
我的开放一点的教会，开放一点。
Anyway, thank you for coming. Welcome.
歡迎你嚟。
And then, I'm sorry, I got the two names mixed up. Sinaida.
歡迎 Sinaida 姊妹嚟。
Sinaida. I think we met Sinaida
Sinaida 姊妹飛到北嚟嘅，堅嚟嘅。喺觀
Guangdong at another event.
喺觀塘見過 Sinaida 姊妹，歡迎你嚟。
And so welcome. Thank you for being here today. All right, let's get our Bibles out.
請預備好你啲睇
Whether it's the
今日睇
electronic
經，
version or the paper version.
你哋嚟電子版啊、紙版啊，總之神嘅話語就可以。
Please let's not do any texting.
請唔好 WhatsApp 啦，最好啦，唔好 Facebook 啦，你可以有第啲時間 Facebook 啊、WhatsApp 啊。
We're going to talk about where healing begins.
我哋今日講醫治。
Now, this can be a very difficult subject,
呢個好難一個題目嚟嘅，
or it can be something that's a good subject.
亦係一個好好嘅題目。
So we're going to start today with darkness.
我哋一開始咧講黑暗、黑暗。
See, a lot of times there's darkness that we hold in,
有好多時咧，我哋心中有好多黑暗，
and we build up these little walls.
然後咧喺我哋嘅心中咧有好多埲牆啊，
It's just what we
一
do.
埲一埲，
It's like human. That's what we do.
天性㗎啦，你自己嘅本性。
And then, God looks at these walls and they look like glass
不過神咧見到呢啲牆喺你嘅心中一埲一埲牆啊，
on the outside.
神就透明咁睇過㗎。
But it's up to us to let our walls down.
係我哋嘅責任將呢啲牆一埲一埲拆咗佢。
And look at those things and say, I spent all this time doing this to protect myself from all this.
你起咁多牆喺你嘅心中，係喺度保護你自己。
And now, if I want light to come in,
我想個光照神嘅光入到嚟唔得，
I have to actually invite it in and let my walls come down.
我要特登放下呢啲牆，邀請個光神嘅光入我嘅心。
Now, it might be true that some light might get in through the glass.
有時到時到後神嘅光啊，到時到後都會入到去。
But there's this struggle between dark and light.
不過喺黑暗同埋光之中咧，有種鬥爭。
It's like when you walk into a room and you turn on a light switch, it's dark first and then it becomes light.
好似入一間房完全黑暗嘅房，你咧開一個燈掣，然後喺光之中咧變成喺黑暗之中變成光。
It's like the light from the sun coming through the windows.
好似我哋嘅太陽嘅光入依間黑暗嘅房。
But a few hours ago, there wasn't any light come through the windows. It was dark.
不過3個鐘頭前呢度係完全黑暗。
So, does anybody have Genesis available in the Bible, Old Testament?
有冇人有去創世記？
Genesis, who has it?
創世
First
記
chapter. In the beginning.
In the beginning, there is a word, and the
Who
word.
has it?
邊度有創世記？開咗創世
This is
記。
in the first beginning of the
Part
Bible.
that goes through
Yeah, in the first.
the light was created. Dark.
Genesis, the first beginning, right?
Starting with 1:1.
創世記1。創世記1章3至到
I'm sorry, I forgot to put the scripture reference down. And so, oh, you have it? Oh, okay.
3 and 5.
Oh,
In
you're
the
doing it.
beginning, there is a word. There's a light.
Okay,
The word is
fine.
light.
You do.
Pastor.
Anong yang?
Genesis.
Genesis 3 and 4.
And God said, let there be light.
3.
Okay.
1. Genesis
All right,
1.
I have it in English
3
here.
and 4. Chapter
They
1.
were so. I have it in English. They were so kind to translate this into English for me. In the beginning, this is Genesis 1:1.
Oh, 1.
In the beginning, God created the heaven and the earth. And the earth was without form and void, and darkness was upon the face of the deep. And the Spirit of God moved upon the face of the waters. And God said, "Let there be light." And there was light.
Amen.
Judy, can you read this? 1:1 through
3 to 5.
1:1 through
You want 1 1? 1到3。
1:1 through 3.
好啦，
一張三，
一章1至3。
Yeah, through some.
一至三。
起初神創造天地，是空虛混沌淵面黑暗，神的靈運行在水面上。神說要有光，就有了光。
What's that? All right, thank you. Amen. Okay, so what we have is, we have in the beginning, before the earth was, before man was, before anything was, there was this void of darkness. It was just all dark. You know?
即係之初每樣嘢都係黑暗嘅，黑暗混沌之中。
And then along about verse 3, Genesis 1 verse 3, it says,
1章3節嗰陣時咧
in，verse 2, God moved upon it, the darkness. And in verse 3, he says, light be, and it was.
然後咧神咧就喺第3章就有光。
So
1
darkness,
章3節。
darkness thinks it has a right to be there.
好多時咧黑暗咧就係覺得自己係應該存在嘅。
But when the light gets turned on,
不過一開燈之後咧，
when the light comes into the darkness goes away.
你一開光照黑暗咧，黑暗就走㗎。
Now, if you turn on a small wattage light bulb, it'll produce less light than a large wattage light bulb.
你咧個燈膽個瓦數好細咧，你咧開咗佢咧，間房咧就少少明亮，大嘅燈膽就好光。
So just think about this. How great is the darkness?
究竟個黑暗有幾巨咧？
You know those walls you build up and everything? We all have done that.
你今日心中嗰啲起
Still
嗰
do
啲
from
牆，
time to time.
你而家都起緊嗰啲牆入邊嘅黑暗有幾強
That's
咩？
built there to keep darkness and shame and feeling bad and all that in a little box.
你將你啲全部沮喪啊，你啲恐懼啊，全部你自己唔好嘅嘢裝喺呢個黑色入邊嘅箱。
And so we do that even knowing that who we are in Jesus.
我哋明知我哋喺主內個地位，我哋都照做。
We were taught to do this.
我哋世界就教我哋點樣保護自己㗎啦。
And a lot of times darkness, things of the darkness, we don't even have to be taught, we just do it.
呢個好自然嘅，我哋嘅本性嚟嘅，我哋會起啲牆喺我哋嘅內心嚟保護我哋自己，唔使人教。
So in Matthew 22,
馬太福音22章。
I'm sorry, I'm wrong. Matthew
6章
6,
22至
Matthew
24。
chapter 6, verse 22.
馬太福音6章22至到24。馬太福音6章22至到24。6、22、24。
The eye is the lamp of the body. If your eyes are healthy, your whole body is full of light. Verse 23. But if your eyes are unhealthy, your whole body is full of darkness. If then the light within you is darkness, how great is the darkness? Who has it in Chinese?
有邊個願意讀馬太福音6章22至到23。
Do you have it in Chinese?
馬太福音6章22至到23。
眼睛就是身上的燈，你的眼睛若明亮，全身就光明；你的眼睛若昏花，全身就黑暗。你裏頭的光若黑暗了，那黑暗是何等大呢？一個人不能侍奉兩個主，不是護這個愛那個，就是重這個輕那個。你們不能又侍奉神，又侍奉馬門。
Thank you. Amen. Okay, in verse 24 it goes on to say, this is the context.
6章24。
It goes on to say, no one can serve two masters. Either you will hate the one and love the other, or you will be devoted to one and despise the other. You cannot serve both God and money.
我主6章24。
That was providing the context. However, we're talking about darkness and light. The reason this was put in the way that it was, and that's the full context, is because we get distracted by the things of the world.
有陣時咧，個世界啲嘢令到我哋忘記真正緊要嘅嘢。
We remember our position. We are
我哋個
okay. What are we? We are spirit
我哋係最緊要，我哋係一個靈，
with a soul in a body,
我哋有個靈魂喺呢個軀體入邊。
and our citizenship is where?
我哋嘅國籍喺邊咧？
Our citizenship is in heaven.
我哋嘅國資在那裡。
It's not what our passport tells us.
唔係我哋嘅 passport 寫嗰樣嘢。
We are also on earth. We're citizens of, say, Hong Kong,
你喺呢度又寫住中華
United
乜乜
States,
乜乜乜
or
乜。
Philippines.
不過我哋真正嘅國籍咧，
But as far as our true citizenship
我
and
哋
who
真
we are,
正嘅國籍，天國
we are
嘅人，
citizens of heaven.
天國啲人，
We are eternal
By-
beings.
印尼啊、菲律賓啊，唔係，係天國嘅人，永遠係
We're
天國。
taught we're not eternal because we all die, but we are eternal.
世界話俾我聽，你係暫時嘅，因為你會
Because
死，
the part of us that goes
你會死。
on, our spirit, our soul goes on,
不過我哋嘅靈，
but the body dies.
我哋嘅身體一定會死，不過我哋嘅靈係會去。
Okay? So what happens is God cast down Lucifer, who became Satan because of
當
his
年撒旦俾神逐出天國嗰陣時跌落嚟，
all right, because of his sin against God.
佢敵對我哋嘅父神。
And so what happened early on with Adam and Eve in the garden
喺亞當夏娃喺伊甸園嗰陣時，
is one of the first things that Satan did. He took the form of a serpent
撒旦變成一個古蛇，
and he went and tempted the woman.
然後去同夏娃講嘢，
And he lied to her straight out.
第一句就同佢講大話。
He told her that, God said you would die,